as we see.
Is that Gustav?
Gustav.
Oh, it is. Oh.
The race is sort of going from bad to worse for Gustav.
That's around the far U-turn too. He would have done 1 million of those in his life, so that it would be interesting to get some camera on that. It's really unfortunate.
He's having a terrible year, and it's, of all the athletes in this course, he's technically so good. You wouldn't expect to see that.
It's funny, Crow, isn't it? Me and you talked about this a lot during the week. If this was 2022 at this course, Gustav Iden would have been the unbackable favourite, but 2023 has just been such a tough year for him, and you sort of hate to see this. It's actually quite heartbreaking.
So in they go into T1, Jack, and for once Lucy Charles-Barclay has a bit of company. She's not going to be solo as they get on the bike.
Yeah, but this is amazing for her. I mean, in the US Open, we saw a perfect position for Ashley Gentle where she just set her race up perfectly. Today, Lucy Charles-Barclay is the one in pole position. She's going to see Sarah Perez with her and think, this is perfect. Now we're seeing that only after 30k on this ride, Ashley's already caught Lucy Charles-Barclay, showing that the conditions, the course and the current form are so different.
Look at the way she's going past them here.
And in the TT bars too, Crowie, not sitting up climbing. She didn't just slowly go past them, she made a decisive, powerful move, and she's actually already gapped them. This is a huge move.
It's a great move. I mean, she's shown her hand, she's shown her intent pretty much from the start of the bike, I think. She started out very steady. I think she's riding to a race plan, and she just looks super comfortable. She looks beautiful on the bike there.
So what are we looking at here, Jack? Some issues here for Aaron?
It just looked like a little bit of a stuck chain potentially. Maybe the chain sort of dropping out of his rear derailleur, and they sort of had to link it back into so that the chain would run through that rear derailleur, and it looked like it had been getting sort of a little bit stuck, Crowie. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, it could have been just a stiff link that you get. Maybe it wasn't running through. It was bothering him enough to stop, and it looks like it's cost him 30 seconds there. So
that's Tom Bishop there that we just saw on the side of the road. The PTO US Open, he had a mechanical at almost the same point of the race, and he's had it again here. And this here that we're seeing is Mike Phillips. So that's 3 mechanicals we've seen in the last sort of 5k of the race after it was really smooth. We sort of expected there to be big time carnage in this race because of the conditions, and you wonder if some of this is caused by the conditions, the really hot roads. But Dennis Chevrot is about to make the pass on Sam Long. We didn't even think he was in this battle. We knew he was closing time, but we didn't think it was quite that much time. He's just done it. Peter Heinrich's up into 5th. Sam Long's back to 6th. We thought this battle for 4th was between Daniel Backegaard and Sam Long, but there it is. Dennis Chevrot's made the pass. He's gone from 6th to 4th, and just like that, Daniel Backegaard from 4th to 6th.
A quite fantastic performance from the number 22 ranked in the world. He brings it home at the PTO Tour here in Singapore with a beautiful run. Worked hard for that one, Jack.
He looks like he's given it everything, John. I mean, that's what happens when you have to work your way through these elite fields. To run yourself up into 4th like that, you actually have to give it everything and absolutely destroy yourself. So collapsing at the finish line, no surprise.
I'm absolutely loving the competitor in Chelsea. We saw her take a couple of visual checks. She's still charging through this run. She's trying to get visuals on where the competitors are around her. She's not easing off the throttle, not even for a minute.
She always rises to the challenge. She loves racing the big fields. She's gone up against the very best today, and she will run across the line in 3rd place. Congratulations, Chelsea Sodaro.
As we see Jason West make the pass on Aaron Royal. So Jason's making his way through the field. That's what we've seen him do in the previous PTO Tour races. He's going to need to start taking big chunks of time at some point if he wants to catch up to the 2 leaders.
Jason West is definitely moving his way through the field as we see him past Casper there. So Jason West now up to 5th. If he was ever going to win a PTO race, he's in the box seat.
As we see Jason make the pass on Daniel now, and Daniel's still having a great race.
The battle of the 2 best runners in the sport is playing out in front of our eyes here in Christian Blumenfeld and Jason West. Arnie Haug right here, mechanical. Crowie, so something's happening with her rear cassette. It looks like something's stuck between her rear cassette and her disc wheel. What are you seeing there?
Looks like it could be the little sticker that they put over the valve cover. Something has come off and wrapped around.
It's wrapped around her wheel between her rear cassette.
She's picked up a little bit of debris on course, I think. This is an absolute disaster.
So I'm counting down. That's 25 seconds lost already. As soon as she does get it out, she will be able to start riding again, but that's now 30 seconds.
Come on in, let's go. Oh, this is so frustrating. It's. I think. Oh, there we
well
go.
done.
Come on.
42, 43,
Oh, no, there's still
44.
more.
What is that? That's around,
Oh man.
around the wheel.
That has embedded around the hub.
It's on both sides,
Both
Crowe.
sides.
What has gone on there?
This is going to be at least 2 minutes.
Oh, thank goodness. Come on, Anne. Let's go. Oh, come on.
It's just a bit of tape, is it, Crowe?
What is it? I have no idea what that... Oh, she's dropped an alligator.
Oh, right.
Come on, Anne. Let's go. Let's get back in the fight.
As she gets down the blue chute, she takes the high fives off of the crowd here in Singapore. Ashley Gentle is back on top. She wins the PTO Tour Singapore. What a fantastic performance by Ashley Gentle to close out her 2023 campaign.
That's Josh Amberger, her husband there, John. So just such a special moment as she falls to the ground. 2 seconds this year. This is the win she's been chasing. What resilience to finally win one as the last one of the year. She can go home so content and so happy.
This man is rewriting the triathlon playbook. He can quite literally do it all. And he's closing in on that tape.
What an athlete.
Christian Blumenfeld is the PTO Tour Asian Champion 2023. He's done it. He's pocketed himself a PTO Tour race, and he's done it in quite some fashion.
Finally, Christian, you've got one. How good. And you heard him sort of scream over the finish line. Trust me, that's what he's thinking. I finally got one of these things. Everyone kept saying I couldn't win a PTO race, but here I am, I've won it. Finally.
And everything was against him for this race. Just the fact that he was in France a couple of days ago, well, probably not even that, a day ago. The weather, the conditions, the cramping issues that he had the last time he raced over 100 kilometers. He put it all to bed.
Yeah, everyone kept saying everything was against him, but here he is winning the race. So Christian Blumenfeld got on that flight from Paris with 48 hours or less than that to go before the race. So that meant that Christian Blumenfeld was here and he wanted to win. He wouldn't have done that if he didn't think he could win, and he's proven to everyone today that he could, and he has.